welcome to We the People. This past week, headlines have been dominated once again around a hostage situation in Orissa. We may have seen the safe release of the 2 Italian hostages, but many people are asking at what cost. Of course, no situation mirrors the other. But in India, there is often a debate as to whether we have a policy that everybody understands, the state and the center, when it comes to hostage situations. Of course, at the end of it all, the bigger question is what sort of message is all of this deal-making in hostage situations sending out about the Indian state? Pinaki Mishra, if I can start with you. Many people are going to turn around and say, while we welcome the happy ending for the Italians who have been released, at what cost?
Well, it's a matter of quiet satisfaction that both the Italians are now back home, as it were, and at very, very minimal cost. And that's the even happier part.
When you say minimal cost, what do you mean?
I think the government, after a very protracted negotiation, has used a whole range of stratagems, including vast pressure that was applied by the local populace there on the Maoist cadres. The release that's been negotiated is of fairly ordinary level Maoist cadres, regular villagers and some Chasi Mulia, some people where the government will facilitate their release.
Ajay Sahani, would you agree? One, that no situation can replicate the other, and the second, that if there is a minimal cost, if no hardened criminal, if no hardened terrorist is being released, the emphasis of the priority of any government is first to save lives.
Absolutely, and I would like to emphasize over here that you cannot have a one-size-fits-all kind of policy that you are speaking of, that you have a no negotiations with terrorist policy, because let's be very clear, even the countries that have announced a no negotiation policy have never consistently followed it. We have usually been speaking of stereotypes. Israel has, is a strong state.
But Israel released more than 1,000 Palestinians for the exchange of one soldier.
Yeah. So when we speak of measuring costs, we have to speak in terms of the larger context. The incident itself is not as important. I would like to go back 1 year. We had a Vinil Krishna episode. My problem is not that another abduction occurred, but what happened between the Vinil Krishna abduction and the abduction current crisis. And I would like to suggest that what happened was not what was required or desired. The state did not then go out and effectively impose costs on the insurgents.
Pinaki, quick response to that. We've actually got Professor Har Gopal with us, who mediated the release of Vinil Krishna.
Barkha, may I tell you, these were 2 completely needless abductions. I have to put this on record.
What do you mean needless
both the Italians were told by the local police, they were adventure tourists. They wanted to go into deep Maoist territory to sort of check out the lay. The police had warned them, please don't do it. This young tribal MLA, 1 o'clock in the morning, midnight.
Okay, that's their responsibility. But what about the points raised by Ajay about what the state does after such a situation?
Ajay, has met the Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, I know, and the Chief Minister is a great admirer of some of his, theories and his stratagems. And,
but he's saying you're not paying attention to those theories.
Well, a lot has been done very quietly in Orissa. I have to tell you this. A lot has been done very quietly, as a result of which we are much better off today than some of our neighboring states, including Chhattisgarh, where there is a large number of insurgencies happening.
You speak about the adventurism of those taken hostage, but the key question remains. Manvendra Singh, in many ways, when we measure the history of hostage taking, we sometimes don't rewind far back enough to Rubaiya Saeed, which we will do with Muzaffar Beg, but we stop at IC-814. And do you believe that, in a sense, that changed how the Indian state reacts?
I think, I think the release is really measured on the situation. And, like you give example Israelis, if you're in a no-win situation, you save lives. And
you're saying that has to be the priority of every state every time?
Of course, you have to.
Because we do have international examples, for example, like Russia, where the theater siege happened, where Putin decided, I'm going to let the, if the people die, so be it, but I'm not going to swap prisoners, or I'm not going to accede to demands.
Well, Russia is a different society than India. And their elected representatives have a different, mode of communication or emotions with the people. And it's, Putin's call on that. As an Indian, I would like the state to protect lives, as and when possible and to the limit possible. But sometimes you're not in a winning situation.
So you're saying there was no choice in IC-814?
I don't think there was a choice at all. I think the choice was lost after Amritsar. The plane took off from Amritsar. There was no choice after that.
Now, since then, we have seen amendments being sought to the anti-hijacking policy, a death penalty for those who hijack planes. But that bill, of course, those amendments still awaiting parliamentary clearance. Muzaffar Beg, it rewinds again and again to to the Rubaiyat Saeed example, when Mufti Muhammad Saeed was the Home Minister. And that release, many people say, began it all. Do you agree?
What the Indian state has done during the last many, many years is a policy of surrendering before hijackers. This is a very grey area of state policy. There is no clear cut, there is no white and black in it. But the policy of surrender generates a potential for moral hazard.
Yes.
Now, there are three arguments given by those thinkers, activists, philosophers, why you should accept the demand of the hijackers and criminals. One is the moral and compassionate ground. Torah, the book of Jews, and Quran says, if you save one innocent person, you have saved the entire humanity.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news, and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.